No, I don't shave, I wax.
The draft's ready to start. Come on, you're in pod 18.
You went 7-1 today, playing in your first Pro Tour. Very impressive. Tell me, what was the most difficult part about adjusting to this metagame?
I wouldn't board too much in the Vamp Mirror. I just cut a Jace for a Subjugate Angel. That's it.
Top 8 contenders, please listen up. Marshall will call your name when we start. You'll enter through here. First person on will go far to the right of Marshall.
In 8th place, from the United States,
Hi, I'm John.
Welcome to the Pro Tour. Your countless hours of hard work playing the game you love have resulted in this: a trip to Australia and the chance to play with cards depicting werewolves bursting with alien tentacles. You may be jet-lagged, but keep your eyes wide open. The memories you make here will last a lifetime, and the lessons you learn will shape you as a Magic player forevermore. As any pro player can attest, you may find yourself in strange situations, and finding the right play might mean betraying your instincts.
So I was playing the Green-Black Delirium mirror match, and I cast an Emrakul to take my opponent's next turn, untap, and then he lays down a hand that has an Emrakul in it himself. I decide to take the line of play of activating his Quagmire and trading it off with my own Emrakul, just to keep him 1 mana off of his Emrakul, to just hopefully he doesn't get there to be able to cast it, because he was going to be able to do a lot of damage with it. I felt a little let down. This Emrakul was supposed to win me the game. It was supposed to be an immediate game ender, and now it's in the graveyard just chilling. I mean, it's just in the name. It promises the end. So it's supposed to end the game, and it didn't. People were watching, and I'm just thinking, what are these people thinking? They must think, how dumb is this guy to use his opponent's turn that he's stealing to kill his own Emrakul? Is this my legacy, killing my own Emrakul? Basically, I just learned that sometimes you have to take a little bit of a different line of play than what seems obvious just to win a game. Sometimes if you're really far ahead like I was, you have to maybe throw away your best creature if that's what it takes to win the game.
You've heard the pros talk about tough decisions they've made, and now it's time to make one of your own. For the purposes of this exercise, you are gold level pro player Christian Calcano. The format is Eldritch Moon Shadows over Innistrad Draft. Your opponent is Brock Parker, a Pro Tour champion. It's game 3, and you've gotten pummeled down to 11 life by the intimidating and bloodthirsty Angel, the Gold Knight Castigator. While Brock is still at 20 life, he has seemingly left his defenses down for a potential attack by your Mercurial Geists, whose damage will be doubled due to Gold Knight Castigator's ability.
Can Brock keep attacking? I don't know. I mean, it is so scary to see that Mercurial Geist.
What's more, Brock doesn't know that you have 3 instants or sorceries in your hand, allowing the Geists to attack for more than enough damage to kill Brock in one shot. However, Brock has 2 untapped islands, and you remember passing him the bounce spell, Just the Wind, during the draft. Your alternative is to cast Wretched Griff and sacrifice your Exultant Cultist, which will add another flying creature to help stabilize the battlefield, and allow you to draw 2 extra cards to find more answers, while also preserving your instants and sorceries. You stare at Brock, wondering if he has Just the Wind, and he's making this face. Hard to read, huh? So what'll it be? Do you go all in on a huge attack with your Geists? Or do you make the conservative play and prolong the game, hoping to figure out your problem later? Now's the time to press pause on this video, think about it, and when you've decided, unpause and see which path Christian chose.
It's the wind in his hand, so he can actually bounce that Geist at instant speed.
All right, he's going for at least the first stage. Now the question is he going to move all the way in, or is he going to kind of hedge his bets a little here? Let's find out. Trigger. Now he could go for Savage Alliance here. He's doing it. He's going for it. Oh, and once he pings it, you hear Calcano say, "Oh, you've actually got it." And that was the game.
Yeah, I would say that in general, most pro players are like fairly conservative. They always want to play safe. Obviously, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you would get blown out. But, some people are also too conservative. And there are times where, even though like there's a high risk involved, you just have to go for it because it'll give you the best chance to win. It's kind of like a coin flip, you can say, in that spot. And, I lost a flip.
Owen Turtenwald is going into the Pro Tour Hall of Fame. He has 3 Pro Tour top 8s, 416 lifetime pro points. He's got that 1 world championship.
The Magic community's known how great Owen is for a long time, but you, even years ago, said that he was the best in the world. Has it surprised you to see him put up results like this, or do you just kind of expect it?
No, like I said, it doesn't really surprise me. I mean, I'm in a position, I guess, I'm more able maybe than some people to watch somebody play Magic and sort of get a feeling for how good they really are, right? Like over a short period of time, anybody can do poorly or do well at Magic. When I talk to Kai or John or Luis or whatever, and we can discuss, oh, we think this kid or this guy or this person is really, really good. When we have a consensus about somebody, we can sort of trust each other's opinions, and certainly we had that kind of consensus about Owen.
Thank you.
With Huey Jensen watching from the sidelines, Owen and Reed took their quest for greatness to the top 8 of Pro Tour Eldritch Moon. Reed had the unfortunate task of playing against all-time great Luis Scott Vargas in the quarterfinals, who had just top 8'd 3 Pro Tours in a row. Luis's collected company of capable creatures proved too much for Reed, and so Luis advanced to the semifinals. After just having secured the title of Player of the Year and being elected to the Pro Tour Hall of Fame, Owen Turtenwald was having what he'd call a pretty decent weekend. He started his Sunday by vanquishing Tokyo native Yuta Takahashi in the quarterfinals, and so the stage was set for a superstar showdown with Luis Scott Vargas in the semis. The 2 Americans traded blows in an epic match. Luis captured Game 1 by driving his friend Avacyn to the brink of insanity and unleashing her on Owen. But Owen struck back in Game 2 by summoning the scariest creature ever to emerge from the Blind Eternities, Emrakul, the Promised End. In Game 3, Luis went back to Plan A, destroying Owen with a multi-pronged creature assault. A suspenseful Game 4 ended when Owen once again summoned Emrakul, and in the decisive Game 5, Owen found victory by harnessing the offensive firepower of a bunch of screaming trees. And so Owen Turtenwald advanced to the finals. European Magic players have long been acquainted with Lukas Blohan of the Czech Republic. He'd been top 8ing Grand Prix across the continent for years. But on this Sunday in Sydney, the rest of the world would learn about Lukas what the Europeans already knew. He kicked off the quarterfinals by defeating two-time Pro Tour top 8er Ken Yukihiro with the help of Archangel Avacyn and Gideon, ally of Zendikar. In the semifinals, he took down Berkeley native and popular content creator Sam Pardee, who was unable to overcome Lucas's large gang of zombies and planeswalkers. And so Lukas advanced to the finals, where he met one of the best players in Magic, having the best weekend of his career. What's more, the relative strength of Owen's deck in the matchup mirrored his outsized accolades as a player, making Blohan a distinct underdog. But while Emrakul is the mightiest creature in the multiverse, she did not make an appearance for Owen in Game 1. Instead, Lukas dominated the battlefield with an unending horde of zombies, courtesy of Necromancer extraordinaire Liliana, the Last Hope. The zombie factory started for Lukas again in Game 2, but this time, Emrakul appeared twice, each time transforming Lukas into Owen's mind slave, whereby Owen controlled Lucas's actions and made Lukas hurt himself really badly. But despite suffering such oppression, Lukas regained control of his own brain, all the while churning out Liliana's undead army until Owen conceded. In Game 3, Lukas turned to Gideon, ally of Zendikar, another of Emrakul's formidable enemies. Before Owen even had a chance to breathe, let alone find sufficient mana, Gideon's swift attacks cut down the player of the year, making Lukas Blohan the champion of Pro Tour Eldritch Moon, 3-0. What do you like about Magic so much? What draws you to the game?
Well, that it's so complicated that it's very hard to play perfectly. It's pretty much impossible. It's just so complicated.
Well, it's a complicated game, but you made it look easy. Congratulations to Lukas Blohan, the champion of Pro Tour Eldritch Moon.
Oh, is it my turn?